So the EASE program is essentially it's the work I wish more people knew existed. And it is it's really for everybody. And I say everybody in every body, again, I've worked with all kinds of bodies, and it's for people who might be extremely overwhelmed, again, as I mentioned before, disconnected to their bodies and need to feel their bodies even more. Like they have lost touch with their body connection. People who are highly stressed and carrying a lot of tension that are just locked up. But again, even day-to-day stresses that are minimal, it's great, because if the stresses are small and you haven't accumulated, years of tension due to these stressors, that's great. It's also a preventative practice too. So it can prevent us from spiraling too much. We are human. We are gonna hit challenging times and times of where we're dealing with adversity and whatnot. So again, it's not about everything's gonna be perfect if I do this. No, it's again developing those tools. And the EASE program helps you in supporting that development. This program specifically is a 6-week program, and I don't want to say it's an intensive, but it might seem a lot for people to commit to. But what I want to say is you can and will find the time if this is something you want to do. I've worked with people who are very high achievers and busy, and they're like, how am I going to fit 3 hours in a week? But it's amazing how you can find an hour and 15 minutes every day, not every day, 3 times a week. There are 2 private movement sessions and 1 mindfulness meditation session with this woman named Esther. So she's sort of the mindfulness meditation coach, and I do the embodied movement portion. And we can do this in person or online. The meditation mindfulness portion is usually always online because she's in Hungary. She's in Budapest. But if someone is local, Mississauga, Etobicoke, Toronto, we can do in person. And then there's the 6 weeks of that, and there's 1 week of the 6 weeks that's an integration week. So we kind of leave you on your own to see if you can sustain that practice, because ultimately what we're endeavoring to do for you and how we support you in this journey is to build the consistency that would lead to the sustainable shifts and transformations in your body, in your system, how you go about life. That's why it's 3 sessions a week. So it's, I think, 15 sessions total. So it's a big program, but it's quite impactful.